Hi all, it's me Rebel Glam. I am going to first start off saying, I hope everyone is doing well. And secondly, I'm going to apologize. I know some people have been waiting on this blog. I promised to do this blog from the time I took out my hair. That was maybe a month ago now. I've been rocking a fro of different lengths. But I was busy. I was overseas. I went to my cousin's wedding, and I had a fantabulous time with my kids. So now I'm back to work, unfortunately. But yeah, so I finally found some time to do this vlog. How I took down my locks. Now, first of all, I'm going to be using some pictures that I'm just going to put in at the end of this so you can see all the things I'm mentioning now. As you can see, I have a lot of hair. You can see the length there when I pull it. And I'm going to be blogging a little bit about natural hair now since I've decided to start a new journey. I don't know how long this journey is going to last though. I'm going to tell you how I took down my locks, and then I think I'll do a separate video just saying the advantages and disadvantages of having locked hair, because there are several for the advantages of having a fro and the advantages of having locked hair. Now, okay, in order to take down my locks and still have hair left, I went online and I did some research, and I realized there are a couple ladies out there who have done the blog on how I've taken down my locks, but everybody has their own method, and I found some of the blogs were not as informative as I wanted them to be. However, I was able to deduce, and with my own knowledge of hair, kind of figure out a way to take down my hair, which I'm going to tell you. There's lots of cool people out there doing hair blogs in general, with different lengths of hair, different types of natural hair, doing different stuff. Me personally, I have my daughter's hair, which I locked myself, and my hair, which I had locked myself, as my experience with hair mostly in locks. But it is fun to now finally get to know my natural hair, and I come from a different perspective just because I took down locks, which means I have had natural hair for an extremely long time. I've had natural hair for about 14 years, and I had locks for 13 years. So me taking down my locks is not going from straightened hair straight into natural hair and waiting for it to grow. So I think I should get some good growth and some good results, just because my scalp is rested and peaceful and has been for a long time. I've also been promising to start selling hair oil for a while, and I'm gonna really look into doing that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that here or in Barbados or in the US, but either way, I guess I'll be able to find a way to make it available to my peeps who are interested. Now, to take down my locks, I wanted to have hair left because I'm not a person who wanted to start from scratch, and also I knew if I did start from scratch, I'd probably just not be able to handle it. When I took down my straightened hair years ago, I had cut off the ends of my hair. They were straightened ends, maybe 6-7 inches, and I was left with maybe 2 inches of hair, which I got my sister to plait with gel, and eventually I started this gel twist lifestyle, not the one with a comb but with your finger, and I had all these little curlies all over my head, and it was a great hairstyle, for about 6 months, until my hair started to get long, and then I was in bare potter, just for a lot of different reasons. I didn't want to cut my hair straight off bald. So I decided, how am I going to take out my locks, because I've heard of people doing it before. I only actually know one person who took out her locks and still has hair, and that was years ago, so it was a lot of research for me. So I cut my hair, and I cut my hair to about the length of my chin, maybe, yeah, all coming down this way, and I cut it all the same length. And at that point, I started to put conditioner in my hair, lots and lots of leave-in conditioner and a detangling conditioner as well, and I left it in for a little while. Before I cut my hair all together, I found one of my thickest locks, and I took it out to see how long it would take, and I started this lock without cutting or anything like that. So this lock was, I guess, to the middle of my back or a little bit longer. I had cut my hair earlier up in the year. I have those locks saved, as well as my old hair from this cut. And my hair was, before I had cut it earlier this year, was to my butt, but every time it gets there, it starts to scare me. So You know, you always think like, what's that on my butt, and then it's your hair. So I cut it a little bit. I cut it to the middle of my back when I started filming my TV show, and from there is where I decided to take down one lock. That lock took me 3 hours to take it down, and when I took it down, it was still only the length that my hair is now. So when I realized that that was the length that my hair was healthy, I would say, because you know, locks are tangled hair. So the length that I could get my hair untangled and still have healthy hair on my head, I decided to cut half of my hair off, so I have a whole bunch of hair that if I want to reattach my locks, I can still have the same length hair I had before. I forgot what I was going to say. Right, I cut my hair in such a way that I could reattach it if I wanted to, but also I'm going to have a fair amount of length when I unpick it. So I unpicked my hair from there. How did I get it done? First of all, I went to Jordan's. In Barbados, we have some lovely hard small teeth combs that are really not meant for doing anything but parting your hair to get it flat, because if you try to comb black hair with that comb and your hair is not straightened, you're going to get problems, headaches. The comb is just not good. The comb for black hair is the comb that used to be like, and your grandmothers be combing your hair, that sort of comb. So very fine teeth. I bought 3 of them. I bought 2 of the bigger versions of them, which still the teeth are fairly fine but not as fine. I bought a tail comb, which I ended up not using, and I bought some mirrors and a whole bunch of conditioner and got to work. The conditioner is going to soften up your hair, it's going to keep it moist, and you need it to be moist as you're undoing this, because one thing I realized about our natural hair in this state is it's very, very fragile, and the problem why people think their hair doesn't grow is because we've been too rough with it, so it keeps breaking, not that it doesn't grow. Look at men's hair, they have to get a haircut all the time. Look at people who dye their hair's hair. You bleach out all of your hair, then you get roots. Your hair is growing, but the problem is that it's not being treated properly, so the ends keep breaking, and this hair really does tangle really, really quickly. That's why it's so ideal for locking. So what I ended up doing was using the fine tooth comb and picking out my hair. I'm going to show you pictures, all the teeth gone from the comb in an instant, but the end, the very hook of the comb, was what I used to start unpicking my hair. But then I realized this hook thing, I wish it was finer, so I found a dental pick. Sometimes in the supermarket they sell them with toothbrushes and stuff, so it's not a professional one, a very cheap one. But I found my dental pick, and that was what I undid my hair with. I started out with the dental pick. You take like 1.5 inches out, and then you slowly with the comb keep easing it through the conditioned hair. Wet your hair periodically, keep it with the conditioner, and just ease the hair out of these locks. And it's only possible to do that because this hair that I was unpicking is fairly fresh. You don't want to have years and years of locks that you're trying to unpick, because you will waste your time. By the time that you unpick it and get all of the hair out, and that hair was down to your knee, it's gonna break, because as I said, our hair is very fragile. So I am thinking, you know, maybe you can get back length, maybe to here, maybe a little longer than mine, but I don't really think you can get hair much longer than mine when you do the unpicking your locks process, just because the hair is going to be damaged, and then by the time you clip your hair anyway, it's gonna be, excuse me a minute, Raj, I am doing something, go and play with Sail until I'm finished. Thank you. I will call you when I can talk. Yeah, so I just don't think your hair is gonna be able to withstand that. So it's, it's good to start with about this length, and then you can always regrow. So far it took me 5 days to get my hair done. I did have help, thanks Naomi, and we did about 20-25 in one day. I had about 100 locks, and the thing about it was, when I wasn't doing something, just unpick. When I'm not doing something or watching TV or something, see if you can unpick too. And it started to take me about 15 minutes for each lock at that length, and I was getting the full length of hair, and the hair was looking healthy when I took it out. The other cool thing about unpicking your locks is, remember, don't despair. I know how you feel. You want all of it out. You decide to take it out, and no G's on, you want it out, and because you can't get it out, you feel you're gonna cut off all your hair. Don't do none of that things. Give yourself a chance. Buy 2 scarves. There's loads and loads of videos and tutorials on how to tie scarves on YouTube. There's all sorts of different type of lengths of scarves you can buy. Rock some scarves, rock some shades and some scarves and some bright lipstick and some earrings, and you're good to go. While I was unlocking, I'll call it, my hair, setting it free, I went lots of places, and you know, hardly anybody except one of my friends, Triple X, who has locks, was like, you cut off your hair? Were you here? He's the only person that noticed that my hair would not have been able to hold in my scarf that I had on, because I had the scarf done with a little bun. Most people did not notice. And I would say that, you know, now that I've taken out my hair, yes, I do miss it sometimes, but mostly for updos. But as I said, I'll talk about, you know, unlocking your hair and the advantages and disadvantages in another video. But the truth of the matter is, I had not had that feeling of water just running through my scalp all the way through for a long time. My hair feels like a cloud when I was on the plane sleeping. It was my little pillow, because I didn't have the neck pillow going down. It's a good feeling, and I'll keep it for a little bit. It's a lot of work. This is my first attempt at a twist out. I did not twist my hair tightly enough, I don't believe, for it to be very, very defined. And also I didn't use any products, just my hair oil. But I can do it again with a little bit more product. However, I had very, very long healthy hair when I had locks, and it was from my hair oil. I did not use a lot of lock-in gels or other things, and most of them gave me headaches anyway. So I would tell you something, the natural oils, keeping your hair moisturized, you know, spray a little water when you're detangling it and whatnot to stop it from breaking and popping out. You can grow your natural hair with or without locks, as has been proven by many bloggers. You know, just go and look them up on YouTube and you will see people with fantabulous natural hair. It's very high maintenance though. And the other thing is protective styling, such as people who wear wigs or wearing scarves sometimes can really give your hair a break. And all these things, I think, add to healthy black hair. So I hope you look at the pictures and see what I did. I still have my locks. I can put them back on if I want to. There's all sorts of things you can do with locks now, so there's no reason not to take off your hair. So this is my summer look. I don't know how long it will last, but thank you for watching. Take care.